I'm Carol Daniel, and here we are again. It is Cooking for Two. Our thanks to AARP Missouri for supporting us and for helping us to feature local chefs. You all remember that it was just me here cooking, and you know I'm not a chef. I am not trained, but I just love to cook for people that I love. And so we decided, let's bring in some chefs, some real people who know what they're doing. And so that's what we've been doing monthly. Tonight, what do you do when you're a DJ, you love music, but you also have a passion for cooking? You go and you start cooking. And that's what our guest tonight did. This is David Kirkland from Turn Restaurant. It is at 3224 Locust. Thanks for joining us, David.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate being here.
Even on the shirt, an album and the word turn.
There's a lot of literacy that goes on in the restaurant.
That is why I think I know where the name of the restaurant came from.
Let's see.
Given that he's a DJ, he is a DJ currently, he still does it, and you love cooking.
I do.
We're going to talk about what we're going to make tonight. You see this big black diamond watermelon. I'll get to that in a second, but tell me about the name of the restaurant.
So you're right. There's a lot of correlation between music and cooking. It's the same like motor muscle for me when I'm doing it. It's mixing two things together to make it a whole in both places. But we also like entertain a lot, and we view our restaurant or our dining room as like our living room. So you're just hanging out, listening to good music. So Turn came about because I'm a seasonal chef. In the restaurant world, you kind of turn tables, turn of season, turntables. So it all made sense. So then, you know, there's this big record wall that's in our restaurant, and we feature all of my records that I have at home that I have too many of. But we used to have DJs come in and feature their own records as well. So it all has to do with music. It all has to do with fun. It all has to do with good time.
All right, talk about a good time. Tonight we are making watermelon wedge salad with melon balsamic glaze. That is what we're making tonight with Chef David Kirkland from Turn Restaurant. And you entered, somebody won. I will tell you who won coming up in just a second. So how and when did your love of cooking begin?
I started young, watching my mom and my grandmother cook. And then I was also a latchkey kid. So I had to come home, and my mom was working second shift and make my own meal. That's when I learned that you don't cook bacon without a shirt. Do
you know why you don't cook bacon without a shirt?
It hurts. It hurts a lot. But I made a lot of mistakes, and I learned a lot of things. I also used to go to Famous Bar and French onion soup with my mom when I was young.
Famous, yes.
And I always like try to like learn how to make that. So I would like buy all these Campbell soup things like French onion soup, beef consomme, mix it and think I was doing something until I actually learned how to do it. So,
well, let's get started.
Okay.
And I walked into the kitchen here. We are in the Odyssey kitchen, downtown St. Louis. And I walked in and I immediately said, before I said hi to David,
that's true.
I said, is that a black diamond watermelon?
Yes. And
it is. Why did you choose black? Because there are many different types of watermelon, but you chose black diamond.
Well, I chose this one just for tonight because it's a smaller and more, and it's sweeter. And want to kind of give you guys an even keel at trying to learn my way of peeling a watermelon. So we'll slice the watermelon a little bit. But kind of what I want to do is talk about the melon glaze.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's do it.
There's two parts to melon glaze that are essential. Is like the balsamic vinegar, and then this is just watermelon juice. So if you have a juicer or you just have a blender, you put it like maybe a couple chunks of watermelon in a blender, blend it up, strain it with a fine mesh strainer to get this liquid. So essentially what we're going to do is going to take the balsamic vinegar.
And there are a lot of balsamic vinegars on the market. How do I choose the right one?
I think that, you know, any Moderna is one that I really like, but anyone is really good, especially because you can make a balsamic glaze without adding all this stuff if you just put your pot on low and cook it slow and keep stirring it. And that's what we're going to do right now. But because I'm adding this melon juice to it and adding a little sugar to it, I'm giving it a little sugar just to give it a start because I've watered down the balsamic with the juice.
Got it.
So I'm trying to create the same sugars from the balsamic.
We're going to walk over to the stove, and our photographer Sam is going to follow us, Sam Masterson, and let me ask you this about the glaze.
Yes.
You put white sugar in there, granulated sugar.
Yeah.
Some of y'all watching, I know y'all brown sugar folk.
If you put brown sugar in, it's going to caramelize really fast and it'll burn. So
okay, and your Splendas, all those other.
That's not sugar.
That's not sugar, he said. Okay, my husband heard you.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this the right one?
Front.
Front.
All right.
So we're going to put it on low, and then we're just going to keep it medium low because you don't want it to burn.
Okay.
All right.
And because he's a chef, he already brought some prepared for us.
That's true.
Okay. So first of all, before we get into the creation, the rest of the creation, I should say, the building of the salad.
Yep.
How everybody wants to know. How do I, because I'm doing this.
That is correct.
Are all y'all doing this? This is what you're doing.
I do that.
Do you hear that? I don't know what I'm listening for,
You're
David.
listening for a hollow, and you're listening not for a thud, because if it's a thud, then it's probably going to mealy around the sides. And some other watermelons, too, there's a little stripe of brown or yellow on it.
Yes, yes.
You want that because that means it's been
sitting
longer. If it's green all the way through, then it's a young watermelon.
Let me tell you, y'all see me in Deerbergs and Chinooks. I know you do.
Yeah.
I'm just pounding away like I know what I'm doing.
I do it all the time.
Go to the second one, third one. This is the one. All right.
So I am weird, and this is how I give me 1 second.
Get that tip in there.
Yep.
Okay. We're cutting off both ends of the watermelon.
We're going to set it up.
So you can set it up. Okay.
That's so nice.
I'm helping. I'm the sous chef today.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And then I'm just coming down like this.
Smell that already, you guys. Oh. Okay. The juices are flowing. This watermelon wedge salad also, you might be surprised, and it is on the menu, has garbanzo beans. And everyone who I described the recipe to and showed it to, including my husband and my children, said, what is pistachio meat? That's just the pistachio.
That's the inside of pistachios.
The inside of the pistachio is pistachio meat.
That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
Sorry, I was being all fancy. So the pistachios and the protein, the pistachios and the garbanzos give you a little bit of protein there as well.
Plus, they're delicious.
They are. It's, this salad has like a lot of umami in it, right? So it's got some sweetness to it and some saltiness to it. And it
has a lot of what in it, dear?
Umami.
And umami is?
Umami is like a flavor profile that's like sweet and salty. It's life.
So that's why when I'm eating chips and chocolate, that's umami.
Exactly. Or if you dip some bacon, I'm back to the bacon story again. If you dip bacon in some caramel, oh my God.
Oh man, you are talking. You are talking.
I try.
And so this is spinach.
This is spinach. Probably need about a pound of spinach. This size watermelon will make enough food for 4 people, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, I happen to have a family of 4.
So there you go.
A lot of you do. But this is cooking for 2. So this is enough salad for 2.
That's right.
All right, and so the glaze is going on the oven low.
Yes. And then we're just going to cut this watermelon into like circles.
Okay.
Because you're going to get wedges out of it. It's about 2 inches.
This smells like summertime.
I did such a good job of picking this watermelon, if I don't say so myself.
You did a good job. Yes. Patting himself on the back. He did a good job picking the watermelon.
So then you're just going to cut into quarters.
Okay.
Right? Then you can take your quarter. Just going to lay it.
Presentation is everything.
Lay it.
Now, I've made watermelon salad like feta, and there's feta in this as well, mint, balsamic, and that is it. And it is very filling.
It is very filling. This is kind of a play on the iceberg wedge,
yes.
So you're still getting all that like water feel, and you're still getting the saltiness from the creaminess of the dressing. So the dressing, which we're not going to make, but is really easy, is 2 cups of tahini, half a cup of white wine vinegar, and half a cup of lemon juice. And you're going to put in the blender, and it's going to get super thick as you're blending it.
Right.
It's going to start to expand because of the tahini. Add a little bit of water to that, but when you're doing it, add enough salt for you to taste that you like. because it's going to the water's going to water down the tahini, but you're making this like concentrate of tahini with lemon juice and vinegar, and you want it to be as thin as you want or as thick as you want. I made a pretty thick sauce on purpose because I like the way it looks on the plate, but you can thin it or thicken it as much as you can with that.
I know you're going to go and clean the cutting board, and you guys are going to stay right here with me because now's the time I get to tell you who won. Let us just take a moment and reflect on AARP Missouri, AARP St. Louis. They want you to live a full life, and that's why there are so many things, so many resources at the website. Go to the Facebook page as well. They are right there. You can find all kinds of things. You know that we are a group of people, a demographic that they're trying to take advantage of us. We are moving into retirement. What do? We have grandkids now. What do we do? Hey, want to join a book club? Want to stay active? Want to go on a bike ride with other people? AARP.org. That is the place to go. So AARP.org/St. Louis. That's the place to go. So here we go. What we did was we asked you to enter. AARP is giving away an apron every month. See this? AARP St. Louis. We're giving away one every month. And the winner for the AARP Apron Sweepstakes for July is, congratulations to, I'm trying to do it like they do on TV, Kathy N. from St. Louis. Kathy, congratulations. Cook with pride. Do not fry bacon with no shirt on. Use the AARP apron because it hurts, Kathy. Okay.
It hurts.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Go to AARP.org/St. Louis to enter our sweepstakes and apron every single month. All right. That's how you do it.
Cool.
Okay. So cutting board is clean.
Yes. So now we're going to, I'm going to talk to you about the pistachios.
Okay.
You can get them already salted if you want, or roasted if you want. I got these unroasted.
Okay.
But if you do get them unroasted, like what I did is put them in a dry saute pan, no oil, or butter.
Okay.
And then you just keep tossing them. You don't want them to stick, and you'll start to smell them start to toast.
Okay.
And kind of a little burnt smell, but not, you don't want it to burn too bad.
Not very long at all.
Well, you want them to start looking like that.
Okay.
They're brown
Let's
and
get in here,
bright
Sam.
green.
Look at that. I can see. You can see some of the darkness. You still see a little bit of the bright green.
Yep.
Reminiscent
smell
of the color.
It smells like caramel a little bit.
Oh, it does.
Right.
Yes.
So that way, because if you do oil or if you do butter, then when you chop them, they're just greasy. And this, I don't know.
They don't need that.
They don't need it. And if you want to add a little salt at the end, you can do that as well.
Okay.
And then we're going to cut these. You can do plum tomatoes or you can do cherry tomatoes. I think that I like before, when I used to do it, maybe when we first opened up, I did plum tomatoes and I sliced circles and I put it around it. But I really like the cherry tomatoes and how they look when you put them around. So we're going to do that first, and then we'll cut up the pistachios.
And those of you, all you guys with your tomatoes in your garden, this is a great way to use them.
Absolutely. You can even use tomatoes like beefsteak or whatever tomatoes you have growing. Just slice them to small wedges that you can eat.
Every now and then I get fancy. And I have extra money lying around, and I buy heirloom tomatoes. Every now and then.
You buy this? You grow them, or you buy?
Well, we grow tomatoes. We, meaning my husband, who's a landscaper, but I buy them. I don't grow heirloom tomatoes. I look like I do, David. That's impressive. We are here with David Kirkland from Turn Restaurant on Locust in St. Louis. We are making a watermelon wedge salad with melon balsamic glaze.
Yes.
And doesn't it look delicious already? It smells so fresh.
So I'm going to chop up the pistachios.
Okay, we're chopping up. I was wondering if you would do that or not.
Well, if you put them in a food processor,
yeah,
you might make peanut butter or pistachio butter.
I might like pistachio butter,
you
but
might.
not for the salad.
Not for the salad.
So a rough chop. I learned that from the Food Network.
Nice
a rough
work.
chop.
It is a rough chop.
Are y'all impressed with me?
But do you see how when you're cutting it, it's turning bright green because the inside.
I can smell it right here. Standing right here, I can smell. We see the green inside, so you didn't cook them too long.
That's right. Well, it didn't burn them. I almost was close. Someone called me on the phone.
All right.
I answered. So we're going to let these hang out for a second. Then we're going to put the garbanzo beans on.
Okay.
Next.
And a rough chop means that these are chopped up, but they're not finely chopped.
Correct.
Okay.
You just want some small pieces, some big pieces.
There you go.
Yep.
A mix. Okay. Garbanzo. And though you're not chopping those, they're going on whole.
Yep.
Pause for a minute and tell me about the biscuit flight.
Okay.
That was the first thing, because it is actually the first thing listed on the menu is the biscuit flight.
As it should be.
Everybody has a story about their homemade biscuit recipe. What is yours, oh David?
Well, I don't have a homemade story biscuit.
Oh.
I decided to make them myself. My family was open them up and put them on the tray.
So that's who we are.
Yeah, and they're good. I love them,
Yeah.
but that's why I love biscuits. But we were actually in New York visiting my wife's family, and we're at this restaurant, and they had a bacon flight, and I was like, we could do a biscuit flight.
Yes.
And I did not realize how many biscuits a week we'd be making after that.
Because it's so popular.
Mm-hmm.
How many do I get how many y'all ask
You
that
get
question?
4 biscuits right now. We change them monthly because we turn.
Because you're seasonal. Turn.
Mm-hmm. Right now we have turmeric and ginger, kale white cheddar.
Wait, excuse me? Kale white cheddar biscuit?
Ooh. And then orange pecan.
Ooh.
And a standard buttermilk, which we always have. And then we also do a house-made jam. And this jam now is called mixed berry. The jam and the biscuits really are kind of why we started. Like, I don't know if you remember, Miss M's was on the corner. Before Miss M's was on the corner, there's an open space and something was supposed to go in there. And I was getting ready to prepare to leave from Cafe Osage. And I called some people that I knew who I thought owned the building. And that happened to be Ken Kranzberg. And he's like, no, that's a Grand Center building, but I have some thoughts for you, right? And I was like, because I really just wanted to do biscuits and jam and cater out of that corner spot.
That was the original
The original plan. When
Yes.
we wanted to call it slow jams, like we were going to make all the jams.
I love that too.
Called, we have one that's peaches and rosemary, and it's called Reunited because peaches and herb.
Reunited.
Get it.
And it
That's
feels
right.
so good.
That's perfect segue. So then Ken was like, I have the space, and
that's a
turned out
song,
to
by
be-
the way. I didn't just make that up.
and it turned out to be turned. So that's what happened.
See, I said that everybody has a homemade biscuit story.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the biscuit
And
story.
he said, I don't really have one. 5 minutes later, we hear the story because you do have one.
Well, yeah, but we make all the biscuits in house, and it's fun.
That's lovely. That is lovely. And I will be there very, very soon.
Please,
Yes,
please,
yes.
please.
So rough chop on the pistachios.
Yep.
Garbanzo beans are waiting for partners to join them.
That's right. We're gonna do the feta next.
Okay.
You can crumble it. You can leave it in big chunks. It doesn't matter. Just make it look pretty.
Can I tell you that I'm 59 years old. I just started eating feta maybe 5 years
Oh,
ago.
really? I love
I
feta.
know. I
It's
just
so good.
started.
Doesn't melt, but it's a good cheese. Just kind of want to make it snow.
It is so good on watermelon. I don't know who first, don't care, but we are doing it tonight. Live on AARP Missouri on the Facebook page. You might be asking questions. I will answer them at the end of the show. And hopefully I'll answer. No, I will answer them at the end of the show.
Oh,
but thank you so much for joining us tonight. Let me tell you, next month, we're going to have, and she's a friend of yours, Chef Rain Bayak. Did I say her last name
You
right?
did.
I did. And she is so phenomenal. And if you love vegan food, she is the person. Sweet art. Her husband is an incredible artist, well known. And so she joins us next month.
Yeah, her barbecue chicken sandwich that's not chicken is amazing.
All right. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe we'll find out.
So good, so good. All right, so then we're gonna go with mint next. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Go do your thing. Go do your thing. Again, congratulations to Kathy N from St. Louis. Monthly, we're giving away an AARP apron. She won this month. You can win next month. Just go to aarp.org/St. Louis to enter. All right. Mint is so easy to grow. These things I say, they come out of my mouth. My husband is the gardener. I don't know.
Mint is easy to grow.
I send the guys, my husband and my boys, downstairs. I need rosemary. I need dill. I need mint, and they go get it. So
That's awesome.
I guess it's easy to grow because they go and they come back with mint in their hands.
Especially this summer. It's really hot.
Oh, this
It's
smells
perfect.
so good.
So you can either take the mint and do this if you want. We'll do one this
Okay.
way. Where you just do like
Okay.
this if you want.
You can just tear
tear.
if you want.
So Sometimes it's good to get in
Which
the
works.
spinach. Or you can take it, just kind of bunch it together, take the
Okay.
stems off, and then just a real thin chiffonade.
You're giving us all kinds of terminology tonight.
Chiffonades thinly sliced.
Where did you go to school?
Culinary school?
Mm-hmm.
No, didn't. I learned.
Oh, is my son watching? Oh.
I learned everything from like chefs around town, a lot at Catering St. Louis when I was young, from Mark Kirker and the chef at the time, Ron Dent.
Fantastic.
Fraser's.
Clearly talented.
Oh, thanks.
Clearly talented.
I just like to eat. So
Is
now
that what it is?
It is. So now we're gonna do. This is the tahini.
Okay, and you made it thick, you said, but
I
you
did.
can make it thin.
Correct. If you don't have a fancy squeeze bottle, that's okay, because you can use a spoon. It's not a big deal.
Thank you for letting us off the hook for not possibly having a squeeze bottle on hand, or just use a spoon. You could just use a spoon.
I have them at home now because I really need them in my
You have
life.
squeeze bottles or spoons at home?
Both. And then this is the melon balsamic. And
Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is just amazing.
then we're gonna go
That
this
is
way.
amazing.
Then all that time you're talking about the pistachios.
Yes, they're still waiting. They're like, are we last to join the party?
Waiting.
You guys are last to join the party, last but not least. Oh, that looks great.
And that is
Can we tell you how healthy this is?
Well, the pistachios and the feta, but otherwise.
Still healthy.
Okay.
Still healthy. Oh, here we go.
Cooking for two.
Cooking for two. 1, 2. Watermelon wedge salad with melon balsamic glaze from Chef David Kirkland. This is from Turn Restaurant. Before I dig in here, brunch is big in St. Louis, but I am learning as we started reaching out to chefs to schedule these monthly Cooking for Two segments here live on AARP Missouri Facebook page. Man, the catering business is big in St. Louis.
It's big, but it died down last year because of the pandemic. Yeah. But we're picking back up. So my business is kind of backwards. Catering is my primary business, and then restaurant is secondary, which is a weird thing to say, but in the Dodzac building where Turn is located, there's a bunch of events in the urban ballroom that we do, and I do catering for most things in Grand Center Arts District, which is growing leaps and bounds as well. Things are happening on Washington Street. So when the pandemic happened, all the catering stopped, but we're very happy to see that, I have a wedding in 2 weeks, and then this fall I've got weddings almost every Saturday.
I saw on your website last weekend you were closed for a private event.
No, but yes. My general manager, Daniel Limbert, got married to his lovely bride, and he's been with me since Cafe Osage for 11 years.
Wow.
And he started as a busser at Cafe Osage. He's now my general manager here. Kind of yanked him from Cafe Osage. And he does great things for me, so it was important for me to be there for his wedding day.
So again, it was closed for a private event. It just happened to be a
that's
personal,
right. That's right.
Private event.
It was. It wasn't even there. It was in Innsbruck. So
got it. Oh, well, nice.
Yeah,
very
it was
nice.
beautiful.
Shall we? I'm going to use a spoon. I know I would normally use a fork. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what's in there, people. Guess what? I would have used anything. I would have gone in with my hands. I have no shame.
There's a kniff in there too if you need it.
More terminology from the world of chefs.
That's right.
This is a kniff.
Yes. The E is silent.
I have a little bit of watermelon meat on there.
I guess some of that spinach up in there.
Oh, I didn't get any spinach, did I?
No.
I will.
Yeah,
I promise
I
you.
get you.
I will. There it is right there.
Okay.
It's all on one bite.
That's why I gave you a napkin.
That is so good.
Thanks. It's my favorite salad to make in the summertime.
I was going to ask you what's your favorite item on the...
Well, I have a few favorites, but seasonally, when this comes back, I can't wait to get it on the menu. It's so good and so fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast.
This is great. If people want to come sit and eat, we know there's an indoor mask mandate.
Yep.
Wear it on the way in, take it off, sit down, order, eat, enjoy yourself.
That's correct. Come on down, get some biscuits. We've got some new drink specials going on this weekend. Running a new like little omelet special this weekend. It's the last week for the ginger turmeric biscuits because I'm going to switch because it's a new month on Sunday. So
I need to get in. I need to get in before next week to get.
Yeah, and our pancakes right now are lemon blackberry, but that's changing on Sunday too. It's a new month. It's a new month. It's a new month. Got to come down.
You told me DJing is coming up. Where are you going to be and what are you doing?
You know, I suck. I'm going to be at the Royale, and it's probably going to be in like 2 to 3 weeks, but I don't remember the exact date because, again, I don't remember things.
Yeah, we were both talking about our calendars, and
that's true.
And our spouses trying to not know or know the calendar.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm sure someone will let me know. But yeah, it'll be fairly soon. But we have a DJ coming. Her name is DJ She Beats, and she's playing on the 15th of August, and it's her birthday. So I think it's going to be super fun. So we have like, again, Slow Jams is the name of our Sunday brunch DJ session, and we do that monthly, usually the first or second Sunday of the month.
What are the hours for brunch?
9 to 3. We're open Thursday through Sunday, 9 to 3.
Okay. I'm only asking selfishly.
Yep.
Because if you're going to church,
yes,
depends on what church you go to.
Right.
Might be out at noon. You might be out at 1.
That's correct.
Depends.
Or sometimes you're out at 10.
Exactly.
Yes.
This is fabulous. It's easy to make, and you can do it. And if you don't want to do it, just go order it at Turn Restaurant on Locust.
That's
from
right.
Chef David Kirkland. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
This was wonderful. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm so glad that
you
are
to be here.
Surviving.
We did.
Moving into thriving again since the pandemic. It's happening.
It's happening.
You can still go out to eat, people, just because the mask mandate is in effect in the city and the county. Not everybody's following it, but you can still go out and eat.
Right. Or you can order to go. We've been doing that too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are you doing drinks to go?
You know, we can now.
We can now.
It's legal.
It's legal. Thank you, Jefferson City.
Yes.
Let me send you. I'm so ready to dig into this and stop talking to you, but I can't. Got some housekeeping stuff. AARP.org/St. Louis. That's the website. That's where you find all the incredible information about what AARP is doing, not only in the St. Louis region, but of course, in the state of Missouri. All the resources that are available there to help us live an active life. That's what AARP is about. Go to that website and enter to win an apron just like this. Next month, we will be back. Sweet Arts Bakery, Chef Rain Bog joins us next month. Share this video after you watch it, after you make this. Share it. Tell people what good stuff is happening at AARP.org/St. Louis. David, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's awesome to have you here on Cooking for Two.